Yo, I think we all can agree, like, we all want money. You know what I'm saying? We all want to get rich. We don't want to stress about bills and all that type of shit, right? But a lot of us ain't even really ready for money. We ain't ready to have no a big amount of money. You know, I used to say that shit about the lottery, like, man, that shit $700 million. Like, all I need is a million. And truth be told, I don't even know what to do with that shit. I don't even know what to do with a million right now. Like, I know what I can do with a million, but I don't know what I should do. What would be the best thing for me to do with $1 million? You know what I'm saying? To really allow that money to change my life or help my situation. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm understanding it more now. You know what I'm saying? As I'm on this journey and this path that I'm on this simplicity, being more simplistic and detaching from materials and stuff like that. But ultimately, bro, us as people, we don't know what to do with a lot of money. That financial literacy that they talk about, you know what I mean? That's real. We don't know what to do with a lot of money. We don't want to suffer. We don't want to struggle no more. But I think it's a lot of responsibility in having a lot of money. For me, I never was rich, but when I worked at the job I was at most recently, I was making good money. But as crazy as it sounds, I wasn't happy with the money that I was making. I was making bad decisions, impulsive decisions, the wrong decisions. Um, you know, I used to think like when I had money, even when I had extra money, you know what I'm saying? And everything was taken care of, I didn't even know what to do with that money. First thing I'd be thinking, all right, let me go get some bottles and let me go do this and just irresponsible shit. You know what I mean? Having money and having a consistent income at the time where I was in my life, mentally, it was hurting me more than it was helping me. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't ready for, you know, I wasn't ready to have money. And I kind of wished it away. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, like, I don't need this shit right now. You know what I mean? Because it's fucking me up. It's fucking my life up. Um, a lot of people not gonna make that decision to want to get away from having money. But for me, it was deeper than that. It was a bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want it right now because I want to understand how to be without it. You know what I'm saying? I want to build my morals and principles not based around money. You know what I'm saying? Like my foundation, the reconstructing that I'm doing in my life, I don't want to base none of that shit around money. I want it to be based around happiness and authenticity and being organic. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want it to be based around what I can get out of some shit or how I can come up or how I can get this shit that I want or I think I want. We gotta be careful what we ask for, man. We pray for money, we hope and we wish for money, but we not ready for that shit and what it'll do to your life and how it'll change your life, good and bad. You know what I'm saying? You see the shit with the boy with the entertainment boy. I ain't gonna say his name, but he got to $1 billion. You know what I'm saying? All that shit do is enhance who you is. You know what I'm saying? You got more, it's more accessible, you got more access to it. When I had bread coming in and my shit was flowing, if I'm an alcoholic at the time and all that shit and I'm getting into that, it's gonna make my life, it's gonna make it worse. It's only gonna make it worse. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it did. It just enhanced some things. You know what I'm saying? You see a nigga, he got $1 billion, he a creep for real, deep down inside. It's just gonna enhance, and it's just gonna give him access to be more of a creep. You know what I mean? If you a corny nigga with money, you gonna be a cornier nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you generous with money, sometimes it could be that. You know what I mean? Even it was like that for me as well. Like, I'm a generous person for the ones that I truly love and care about, so I'm more giving. You know what I'm saying? When I shouldn't be. You feel me? Money is tricky, man. Like, I know we all want it and we love it and we cherish it and we embrace it, but it could be more hurtful than helpful. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people going through that. You know what I'm saying? Like, even on a smaller scale, like I said, as myself, like I was working, I was getting good bread, but I wasn't ready, bro. I wasn't ready to be making that kind of money. My mind wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? I was still like on a lower frequency, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, that shit was like hurting me for real, you know what I mean? And I'm glad that I got away from that and I'm able to detach now and I'm able to live a minimalistic life, you know what I mean? Because again, you know, as time go on and I get better and I get wiser and I get stronger and more disciplined, when I am ready to be around money, it's gonna be the right, it's gonna be right. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make the right decisions, and that's important when you got bread, or when you just in control of anything, or you got anything coming in that's important, or you know, it's just important to just make good decisions. You know what I'm saying? And do things the right way, and I'm gonna be ready for it. You know what I mean? Like I said, we all want shiny things and nice things and cool things, but as you can see, somebody can have $1 billion and they can still just be a motherfucker that don't know how to make the right moves and the right decisions with the money. You know what I mean? Even that, like a nigga like that, they get that high up, bro, you shitted on everybody that was below you. You know what I'm saying? So even that, like that money shit can do that. It is evil, bro. When you think about all the shit that money make people do, or how money make people act, it's dangerous. It's like it's evil. Money ain't evil. Obviously, money is a piece of paper, you know what I'm saying, that we consider to be money. But it's the influence, it's what it do to people, you know what I'm saying? It's what come with the money, you know what I'm saying? Like it's the energy that surround the money, that it's the, you know what I mean, when the people get it, it fuck them up, you know what I mean? And you see that in this guy's situation with how he was with people, and just how, you know, if you already a fucked up person, getting money not gonna change that. It's gonna make it worse. So you see in this situation, but just even some people just on a smaller level, on a lower level, it's like, bro, that money shit, man, that shit got niggas selling their souls and doing anything to get it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, for me, it was hurting more than it was helping. You know what I'm saying? It was paying the bills, but I could have just said, all right, cool, my bills is paid, this, that, and the third, and still allowed it to still destroy me as a person. That shit was destroying me, you know what I mean? It was destroying my character. And when you don't really know who you is, that's why I speak so, like, how it's so important to know who you is. When you don't know who you is and you don't have an identity in this life and in this, you know, in this existence, a lot of things can sway you, you know what I mean, can persuade you and change who you are, or you know what I mean. And for me, I didn't know who I was, so on top of me not having an identity and not knowing who the fuck I was, you know what I mean, and not even trying to get to know who or understand who I truly am as a person, I was just letting the money dictate who I was. And you know what I mean, I acted a certain way about money. I treated people certain kinds of ways about money. You know what I'm saying? That shit bring the evil out of you. You know what I mean? You be on some shit about money. So I'm just glad that I'm not super controlled by that. You know what I mean? And I never want to be controlled by money. I never want to make a decision solely based around money. I want everything to just be authentic and from the heart and pure. You know what I mean? And we all get our opportunities and our chances with money. You know what I'm saying? And you know, for me, I just want it to make sense next go around. I want to make all of the right decisions. I don't want to make bad decisions when having money. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to worship money. You know what I mean? And so many people is worshiping money. Like even with dude with his situation, so many people are going to be wrapped into that case and everything they building against him because they sold their souls for money. You know what I'm saying? They made decisions based around money. You know what I'm saying? They humiliated themselves based around money. People will humiliate themselves for money. You see women on the internet every day humiliating themselves for money. You know what I'm saying? They got kids and all, but they on the internet shaking their ass and got OnlyFans accounts and making content, you know what I mean? Like for money. You know what I'm saying? The shit that niggas is doing, risking their lives, sliming their friends out, committing crime at a high level for money. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't see the evil in that, you know what I mean? It becomes evil when you worshiping and when you willing to do anything for it. And if you can't really see the evil in that, then you might be one of them people. You know what I'm saying? But money really ain't everything, bro. You know what I mean? So it's crazy though when you really think about just that whole thing. And you know, I'm just grateful, and I'm gracious to be to have been able to break away from that, you know what I mean, and just say, yo, I'ma live life just off of pure intent of living life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna base it around money and what I can and can't do. Um and when the timing is right, you know what I'm saying, I'll make the right decisions, you know what I'm saying, when that come back around for me. But you know, I feel good and like letting that go and allowing the money to just be what it is. It's gonna be there. It ain't going nowhere, you know what I'm saying? But as far as prioritizing it and doing whatever I can to get it and putting myself on the back burner and shit, like, no, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? That money shit is secondary to me, bro. And 99% of the people on planet Earth, you know, it's primary. It's the first. It's their first thing. You know what I mean? That they choose money over themselves is what I'm trying to say. Like, you know what I mean? And you know, that's the times that we in. That's why it's no surprise that a nigga like that, you know what I mean, they just make an example out of him, and just, you know, whatever else they gonna do. But you know, money is not everything. And that's just that was a reminder, like, yo, you know, money shouldn't make the person. You know what I'm saying?